What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing well. You guys had a great weekend. So today I just want to go over 4 stocks. I was gonna make a video, but unfortunately I didn't have time, so I figured I'd just go live and kind of go through those today. And if you guys have any questions, I could answer those while we kind of go through everything. So remember, today's a short week. We are only trading up till Thursday. Friday is Good Friday, so the market will be closed. But yeah, we'll go through 4 stocks, and if you guys have questions, just feel free to ask. Do me a favor, take a second and hit the subscribe button, smash that like button if you guys like these videos or these live streams. And I did get a partnership with Unusual Wealth, so that's what we'll be using in today's video. We'll be using that to kind of give us a better idea of where the money's going. And there's actually a link if you guys want to save some money on that. You can definitely take advantage of it. But yeah, it's just Unusual Wealth has given me a whole new level of confidence for my trades. So what's going on, Joe? How's it going, Joe Mad? Yeah, I checked out your channel, man. You're doing the math videos. So I like that you're helping out people with the math stuff. GGPI and UCO. Those aren't the ones on my watch list this week, but yeah, we can definitely take a look at those really quick if you like. So on our last stream, I think we were kind of like up here around the $13, and we did kind of talk about this potential gap fill, which is this blue bar here, and it looks like we basically partially filled it for the most part. So we're actually back on an uptrend. I do still like GGPI long term. Short term, it still looks great. Yeah, and then UCO. Yeah, so UCO, basically the oil stuff is going to be one of the ones that I do like going into this week. And we'll kind of talk about that in a bit. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish GGPI. So it's actually still bullish. We're basically in this pennant right here. And yeah, we broke out of this resistance, which we kind of had struggled with. And now it's basically support. And so we're actually very bullish. So I still like GGPI. The only thing I still wish we would have is our volume would kind of get back up to 4 million. So we've had random spikes in volume, but they keep coming down. So we don't really have any consistency with volume. So you see we had a random spike. So that's the main concern with GGPI. Our next level really is this $12.40. But it does look like we're on our way back up to retouch this or retest it. I know if we do break through this and claim it as a support, then things can actually get pretty crazy, pretty good for us, and that'll kind of lead us up to the 13.5, possibly even the 14s. Joe says, yeah, I'm a math teacher, post random math videos to help kids. No, yeah, I picked up on that. I appreciate that, man. You're just giving back, because I'm sure you're well off. You got all the oil plays that you made, tons of returns on. So yeah, I do admire that, man. Good looking out. Anyway, yeah, so this is GGPI. And then Joe talked about UCO. I think we can go ahead and talk about the oil stuff. So this will kind of relate to UCO, which he kind of he told me about it way before it was a thing, before oil was cool. But yeah, so the thing with, and I got 4 plays for this week, and I'm actually already in 3 of them, and this is one of them. This is the BNO. It's basically Brent Oil, and just basically oil that's going to be, all the articles and all the media that's covering oil right now. Surprisingly, gases keep going up, and I'm sure everybody knows that, but oil was on a downtrend, and I think it was a great opportunity. So from like this is on the daily time frame, you can see basically we had this pennant right here, which, by the way, we've really respected this ascending supports. And most recently, like on Friday, this was actually when I got my, this is when I got my position. I feel like I got the bottom right now. I bought near the bottom. So I got some, I think, May contracts for like 35, so 35 up here. So not exactly sure those will kind of work out, but I'm very bullish on it. Basically, like I said, we have this pennant, this sort of a triangle, but we also have this triangle here. So it could be where it's like, oops, could be where it's like one and coming down and oops, basically one more leg up before we break out. But mainly this is going to be the resistance right here where we're trying to get back above it, break it. If we do break through what, like $30 I would say, then 33 is in the books, and then possibly the 35 retouching those. But yeah, oil and oil baby, Joe knows what's up. UCO, this actually looks very identical too. If you take a look, just basically the pennants, they're kind of everywhere right now. So yeah, very bullish on oil. So definitely watch this going into this week. And so I'm thinking like probably by the end of the week, like April 14th, we should have either, a massive breakout or a breakdown. So, but as far as like the economy and everything, it'd be hard to say we break down. I would think we go up, obviously. If you kind of just, put gas in any of these last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So, yeah, so UCO, I haven't covered it. I haven't looked at it on the flow and stuff. We're kind of shifting over here to the Unusual Wheels platform. Again, if you guys want to sign up for this, you can actually create a free account and then later upgrade if you like. But actually I created a few different filters, and this will give us, this is just so I don't have to kind of input stuff so many times. But so yeah, I guess the first play for this week is going to be oil. The ones that I'm playing is BNO, which is the Brent Oil, and I haven't actually looked at the unusual flow for this, but I do have this 200k, so anything up under it won't show up, so we might need to kind of cut this down to about 25,000. Okay, maybe 2,000. I guess this one doesn't really have much love. Let me see. Oh, I know why it's not showing up. It's because this filter that I set up has no ETFs, so that's why it's not showing up. Okay, there we go. So now that I have the filter kind of set up, it's BNO for 2,000, so anything under 2,000, for any orders that come in under 2,000 don't show up. And then within 64 days, so that's like about 2 months that I'm doing right now. So Brent Oil, $2,000 orders. You can see there are some puts that are, people are selling puts, so which actually is a bullish indicator. So if the market makers are selling puts right now, then they expect the price to continue to go up. Surprisingly though, they are selling calls as well, but this is kind of on the shorter term here, and these are just $2,000 orders. We're actually going to move this up to like 2,500, like 25,000. Yeah, and so we get a better idea of just some flow. So there are some in here that already expired, like the 318s, but you have some really good bullish ones here. This is a 32k order and 85k. So this one basically is going to expire this week for 39. I highly doubt that one actually closes in the money, but you never know. So that's actually probably the biggest order most recently. So that is from I guess like 2 weeks ago. And then this is another good one, 35k. They got the May ones, which this is the ones that I'm going for. I got the 35s for May. These are the ones that I bought, and I think I'm like 23%. I bought them at 50 cents, and they're like at 63 cents right now. So I'm sitting really nice. So I got a nice little cushion with Brent Oil, and yeah. So this is Brent Oil. I'm very bullish on it. You have so much tools in Unusual Wheels. Like for example, you can actually look at the open interest and just obviously this one doesn't have much open interest yet. So this is open interest. This is basically like the amount of contracts that are there, and then the volume is like basically the amount of times that the contract changes hands. But this is what's really interesting, the intraday volume option for 408s. Obviously, well, this is actually a bad one because this one expired. Let's go to, oh wait, this is for like on Friday. I'm sorry, I misspoke. So this intraday volume is for like the entire day. You can see the volume per Brent Oil just kept going up. For this specific contract, the 520s, kind of sporadic, not much volume yet, but just in general, volume is picking up on these contracts. And I think we're pretty much early. We're kind of still at the bottom of oil. I think things are going to skyrocket, especially I would say during May, or when people actually start going out. that's when oil's going to really rise, I think. So I think I have plenty of time on these contracts, and I think Brent oil should be around 35, maybe, hopefully. Regardless, I'm trying to make this one into a long swing, and hopefully make some good money on that one. But I do want to cover UCO. See, I haven't looked into this one, so I want to look into this one for Joe. But look at this, guys. This is actually pretty crazy. There's 180K that came in. Somebody bought the 165s. So I'm not exactly sure where UCO is at. Let me just pull that up. UCO is 158. Okay, and there's like whales that are buying this, like 406. I think that was probably Wednesday, or yeah, Wednesday. So there's people like big money coming in here. Obviously 27K is not big, but there's 138 and the 180. That's pretty big for, I guess, for this volume here. So anyway, if you can see these, I guess these are going for the February, or the May, I'm sorry. The 165 calls, 180K. They bought 100 contracts, and these were bought to open. So that's actually a very good indicator there. And then they're also selling the 145 puts, which makes sense. People probably don't expect the oil to come down anytime soon. So that's basically easy money for market makers if they're selling puts. But obviously not a recommendation, because you can always get assigned those shares if it does come down there. So just be careful with that. But yeah, oil's looking good, UCO. So that is my first play, and I actually kind of want to see if there's anything smaller for this one. So let's do like 2,500. So this is going to be a lot smaller plays, but you can see the put to call ratio. There's tons of volume. Obviously not much. It's like 800 versus 1.5K, but yeah, you can see the call premium. So the call premium is basically the amount of money that's going into calls. This is the amount of volume that's going into calls with 1.56, and then this is the amount of money that's going into calls. And so regardless, like this would kind of reflect both the bullish and the bearish. So there could be let's see if, so this amount of premium here, like this 4K, would go into the call premium. Even though it's a bearish trade, it would still go up here. But same, similarly there, any put that gets sold, which is a bullish trade, would go down here. So you just kind of got to follow this carefully. But I do want to look at those 520s for what was it? I might have to see if there's any volume pickup on those for Joe. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'm really ready for the market tomorrow. These are the 165s. So yeah, so still I feel like super early. Just the volume in general is going up for contracts for any oil related place. But you can see, obviously people aren't picking up on it yet. So yeah, exciting stuff for oil. Obviously we're gonna pay for it at the pump, but yeah. So UCO, BNO, those are probably that's gonna be my first play, my first pick, and obviously this is very similar. UCO, like we said, kind of doing this ascending triangle. So, and actually it's not even bearish right now. It could break out this week. Well, there's two things that could happen. I guess we could go here, we're up, came down, and it looks like we're on an uptrend again. So we could break out this week, or we could kind of just finish out the consolidation here. But obviously it's getting very tight, and obviously we got a great ascending support, and it looks like we're trying to break that resistance. So definitely a good call out there, Joe. I was only playing BNO, but I might need to look into that one some more. And then obviously the OBV looks great, just basically in an uptrend. So yeah, I really do like oil in general. That's going to be the first play for anybody that's kind of watching right now. And if you guys have questions or, any opinions on this, feel free to comment. So, yeah, I guess we'll move on to the second play. This shouldn't be too long of a live stream. Just kind of wanted to do this before work. So yeah, I hope everyone is enjoying these videos. My second play is going to be puts on P. Diddy. Not this P. Diddy. It's going to be this P. Diddy. I'm sorry if I confused you guys. It's going to be PDD. This is basically the Chinese stock. And the reason that I'm playing this one is because, let me reset my filters here. I saw some unusual flow come in, and we'll just do the 200K. This is one of my many filters, so you can, customize your filters as much as you like. But I saw some big order money coming in, you would say. And it's actually very bearish. And just in general, I posted this on my Twitter, by the way. Sorry if I'm kind of getting off topic real quick. I did post a few of these things on my Twitter. If you guys want to follow me there, feel free. And again, I do have that referral code if you guys want to sign up for Unusual Whales. But I posted some of this stuff yesterday. Let's see. Here we go. So basically, I was just seeing a lot of bearish momentum going into just Chinese stocks. So PDD, NEO, and BABA kind of said I got the PDD puts for late April. So there could still be a little bit of upside, but I'm thinking towards the end of April. It's when and these are start of May, by the way. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click on it so soon, but I'm seeing some downside by the end of April. I went ahead and got my puts just because. I'll show you guys in the chart in a bit, but just in general, there's a lot of crackdown on the Chinese stocks, and excuse me. Yeah, and then I saw these big orders coming in. These are pretty clean orders. They're just buying to open. This is like size greater than open interest. So what that means is there's a two interest, like open interest, like there's 2 contracts made, and somebody went and bought 1,000 contracts. So they actually ended up creating contracts for them to trade. So this it's usually a good indicator there. And then you have another one that's BTO. So yeah, I'm very bearish on BDD, and I guess before we cover most of this is an 800K order. Then you have 268, almost 300K. So over $1 million came in on the 7th, which is a Thursday. So I saw this after close on Thursday, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna get them on Friday. And then luckily PDD started going up, so I was able to get them on a green day. I was able to get some puts on a green day, which is great. And we'll kind of just shift over to PDD real quick. But this is basically the thesis here. So basically another pennant. I love the pennants right now. But basically we're kind of consolidating. So it could be towards the end of the week when we either break down or break up. And basically my thesis for breaking down is this gap fill down here. So obviously there's no support right here. So I'm expecting, for us to fill that gap. It would be very unlikely that we go up without filling that gap first. So especially with a lot of the Chinese crackdowns and stuff like that. So I just feel like it's a pretty simple, straightforward play. It's a nice hedge against China, anything like that. And especially since we did see all that bearish flow coming in through the Unusual Whales platform. So over 5,000 contracts for the 36 or the 38 puts for February or for May. I don't know why I keep saying February. Yeah, for May 6th. So kind of a month's away still, but like I said, I got these at a discount, I think. Well, actually I didn't get these. I got the 29th. So I got a week ahead. Because I expect us to be, I think these guys are just playing it safe by getting Mays. I'm a little bit more risk adverse, so I got the 29th, I think the May 29th. And, I'll probably take my profit before that day. So I'm not trying to be too greedy with this play, but it does, it's yelling bullish or bearish for me. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. But, I would kind of wait to see if there is one more leg up to this resistance before finally breaking down. So that would probably be around $45. That's probably where ideally I would look to see if you get puts. Again, I kind of just got them already because it was a nice hedge against my portfolio, just in case the market starts selling off. So yeah, this is the one that I'm looking at. Probably my favorite play of the week is this one because I have plenty of time on it, and yeah, it's hard to be bullish on the Chinese economy right now. There's a really tinfoil hat thing that people are saying that China's locking down its economy because it's such in bad shape. So in order to kind of hide all that, they're doing the lockdowns just so so people, so they don't get exposed yet. But yeah, that's just some tinfoil hat there. Yeah, and if I'm talking too fast, let me know. I'll try to slow down. I usually get really excited about talking about stocks, so yeah. But this is the OBV. I don't think I really saw anything on the daily. This is the 1 hour chart OBV, so that's why I kind of said there might be a little bit more upside. Obviously, we're kind of bouncing off here, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe one more green day on PTD, so like $45, and then you probably get those puts. You know, you never know though. You know, it could break back out. But I'm bearish on Chinese stocks right now, and so the 1 hour is basically showing us that there is a little bit more upside, and that's why basically I was saying we could have one more leg up, you know, kind of retouch this resistance, maybe retouch the monthly level here. So yeah, but I already went ahead and got some puts, and then I'll probably average down like maybe a couple in case it does end up breaking down. I'll get a bigger position at that point, and I'll be able to average on the ones that I got down here. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for this one. Very bearish on P. Diddy. Not this one, I'm sorry. I meant this one, y'all. So bearish on P. Diddy. And actually, like I said, I did cover a lot of the bearishness for just Chinese stocks in general. I think NIO is very bearish. And one of the homies on the Discord actually retweeted me something that's actually a very good point. Let's see where it's at here. So puts on China. So basically China is halting, or NIO is halting all EV production as COVID. Oh, I don't know if I can say that in my live streams. Yeah, they're locking down due to supply chains and stuff, and I guess probably more, you know, sick people and stuff. So which actually explains that the NIO flow. You know, we saw that NIO bearish flow. You can just, I'm gonna put NIO, P. Diddy, and also Baba. And so this is what actually I covered on that tweet. But you can see a lot of bearishness on NIO for, what was this, Friday? This came around 12 o'clock, so kind of midday. But you can see huge orders of bearishness came in. 22,000 put, or they sold 22,000 calls. So they're not expecting NIO to get over 22. Excuse me. Yeah, so definitely check out this Unusual Way platform. Like I said, I have it in the link below, and you can kind of create a free account and get alerts. I don't think you have full access to the data, but I mean, it's a really good platform, and it's giving me another level of confidence, really. And yeah, so all the bearish flow has been coming in for NIO. The ones that I was looking at was the P. Diddy, and again, I think I got them a lot cheaper than this. And then I guess some Baba bearishness. There's a little bit. Baba is a weird one for me, honestly, so I haven't really followed that one. But yeah, so that's number 2. That's my second play here. Like I said, there might be a little bit more upside, but longer term, by the time we get by the time our puts expire, we'll be way past this consolidation phase here. So let me know your thoughts. Is that one a good one you guys are interested in? P. Diddy, and again, not the rapper, just the other guy. What's my next play? Let me see. So I wrote these down for us. This next one's probably not a popular one. There's not a lot of action with this one, but I saw it come in on the Unusual Wells flow. And actually, you can heart your any plays that you're interested in. You can actually just kind of heart them. So let me just, I might be able to access them through here. Let's see. Oh, before we go over there, before I wrap up P. Diddy, let me show you guys the one that, so this is the one that I saw that came in, and this is a much better example of that open interest volume kind of thing. So, you know, up till like April 6th, there was no open interest, there was no volume, and then all of a sudden you get 5,000 contracts volume traded. That was on Thursday. That's the ones that we were talking about. And then so for Thursday, 5,000 contracts traded. If, you know, traders hold these contracts, then they get carried over to the next day. And so you can kind of see that those contracts did get carried over. So you have like 5,000 right here. And yeah, so there's a lot of open interest in, for some reason, puts for P. Diddy. So yeah, so that, before we go on to the next one here, So just there you just kind of wanted to highlight that. But the next one that I'm playing is PCG. Now this one might be something you never heard of. I've never heard of it too, but I saw this big order come in, 220k. The reason I'm playing this one, I've already got position on this, is because it's a pretty straightforward play. You know, they bought to sell the contracts. And here, let me just pull it up on here, so that way you guys can see the ticker symbol. So this is number 2 here for you guys, PCG, PG and Corporation. And let me go back to the, so yeah, this is the order, the flow that came in here. And the way I interpret this, well, obviously it's bearish, but it's a floor order, so it's something that got done at the, like in an exchange member. So you can kind of read it here. A trade executed by a floor trader at an exchange member who executes transactions from the floor. So yeah, this is the one that I was interested in. And again, this is for 29, so these also have plenty of time. And the thing here is obviously no open interest, and then all of a sudden they created these contracts of volume. The volume's shooting up, as you can see. And the last thing on here is because you see this random 200k order, bearish, but for the average, I would say the average premium for this is probably in the 2000s. Because for example, if you do like 25k, you don't really see any orders coming in. If you do 2000, let me make sure that I can make sure I got this right. Okay, so yeah, there's no orders for this really. Let's do like 100. Let's do 100. It's not showing up for some reason. Am I missing something? I might be missing something. Let me reset my filter, and we'll actually use one of my other filters. This is GGG. This is my other filter. I like to use this one. So PCG, this is the play basically. 45,000. There's nothing there. Okay, what I gotta do is do the last 30 days maybe. No, so there's no action for these. I think that was right. That's why I played these, because there was no action for these. So just go into the this is another place you can use within the unusual flow. And I can actually make a better video explaining how to navigate through this, but this is the premiums for anything above 30,000. Basically, you can see it's basically all bearish. The premium to call is all bearish. Not much action to be honest, but you know, even if you go down to the 5,000 minimum, there seems to be that big bearishness that we talked about. NASCAR all out. Okay, what stocks to buy? I find that I don't know what stock to buy until that morning when that company releases a PR. Very good question. So the stocks that I'm covering today is 4 different stocks. Basically, I guess the first one we covered, just kind of give you a quick summary, is really any oil plays. This is BNO. I'm actually very bullish on oil. I don't know if you've been to the gas pump and stuff, but oil just keeps going up, and it's not really reflecting on the stock price for oil, especially with tensions not cooling off at all. If the media is saying that tensions are cooling off, they're basically lying, I think. But yeah, so and Joe is kind of bullish on oil too, but basically this is a pennant here that we're forming, and so you can see we've been kind of making these higher lows, right? And we are also kind of making, we're also making kind of like lower highs, right? So that's making this triangle basically, right? And so at one point we're gonna kind of not even have no room to breathe, kind of way to think about it. So we're gonna have to break up or break down. And based on like the economic stuff, it's hard to be bearish on oil, just because you know summertime's gonna come up, and there's gonna be people that drive cars, and things are only gonna get worse for oil, in my opinion, right? I mean, even if Elon was talking about natural gases and stuff like that, it's gonna be bad. So yeah, so I'm bullish on oil. I actually got these calls on, was it Thursday or Friday? I basically got them at the bottom down here, so luckily I got that. But I got calls for May. I think it's the $35 strikes, which is actually up here. Not gonna hold those all the way till May. You know, if I make like a good 100% or something, you know, anything like that, I'll probably take my profits. But yeah, like I said, when we kind of break out through here, I'm looking to get a test of about $33, I would say, breaking out to that. If we break down, then it would kind of be bearish, but it would just blow my mind if oil breaks down. But it would come down to about this level down here, which is, you know, $25. So yeah, think of it as $4 in each direction. So we're at 29. Think of it like 233 or 225, I would say. So oil is the first play we talked about. And honestly, if we can break 33, you know, we're going to retest this 35 level up here, which I'm very bullish on oil. And Joe was talking about UCO, which is we didn't chart it up, but I charted it up for him, and it looks very identical to oil. So yeah, this is another oil play here. It's a UCO, ticker symbol UCO. This one is a little bit more expensive, but yeah, similar theory here, similar concept. It's hard to be bearish on oil. And yeah, so that was the first play. The second one that I was talking about was P Diddy. It's PDD. It's a Chinese stock here. I'm actually getting puts for this one. I'm on the bearish side for this one. So this is the other direction of bullishness. So I'm getting puts. So I'm not buying shares because I expect it to come down. And this one also is basically in a pennant, in a triangle pattern here. So kind of been consolidating here. So we you know, maybe we can do some consolidating for the, you know, for the next 2 days, but I do expect a breakout soon, or a breakdown. This is actually what I'm looking for, a breakdown this way. Basically because we have this gap fill right here. So we have no support at this level. So expect, you know, to kind of fill this down to the downside first, before actually going up in the up direction. So hopefully that helps a little bit, NASCAR. That's basically all we've talked about so far. If you have a couple stocks you guys want me to cover, just put them in the comments and I'll be happy to kind of help you guys out. But yeah, for this one I expect maybe, you know, retouch this pennant one more time before it officially breaks down, or breaks up. I feel like it has, you know, one more leg to touch this here, and then if it breaks through, you know, it'd be bullish. But I expect it to kind of break up, you know, to there and then kind of break down. So yeah, so kind of covered that one. And actually, the reason I even, you know, discovered this one was because of the Unusual Whales platform here. Like I said, I have a link in the description if you guys want to sign up. You can create a free account and then later upgrade to a paid plan to get access to all the unusual flow. But this is the orders that came in for me for P Diddy. Let's see if we can actually, I'm going to reset my filters. Let's see. So the filters I like to use is 200k whales, and that's basically filtering out any orders less than 200k won't show up. So I'm trying to follow the big money. I'm trying to see what the big money is actually doing. And this is, I saw these orders come in for P Diddy, and they're very bearish. Like basically these guys were selling 1,000 contracts, or I'm sorry, they're buying puts. So they're buying the 38 puts for May 6th. And I'll get into this in a little bit, but basically they're buying the 38 puts for May 6th, and you know, these are like 260k orders, 800k. So this is huge money for, you know, for this kind of stock, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm bearish on Chinese stocks in general, and I did post something on Twitter about, let's see if I can find it. Again, this is just all my opinions though, so. Let's see what you guys can feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'm pretty active on here. But yeah, I saw a lot of bearishness for Neo, Baba, and P Diddy. So yeah, definitely check me out on Facebook, or not Facebook. I don't have a Facebook. Check me out on Twitter if you guys want to follow me. And I do have that link to Unusual Whales here. If you guys want to save some money for signing up, you can use my referral code there, and you'll get 5%. So definitely take advantage of that, and hopefully down the road I can plan to make some educational videos just using the Unusual Whales. I'm not sure if it'll be a video or a live stream, but you guys, you know that's coming soon. So let's see, how about PHIO, the biggest lead gainer Friday, and was trading sideways until PR, which halted it up at 1 p.m. Let's take a look. So you said this one was moving sideways? Oh shoot. So the last 4 hours it shot up. Let's take a look where it's at towards the end. You know what's crazy? We might be able to pull this up on unusual wells and see if it had any flow come in. So let's do that real quick, just to get an idea if people kind of knew this was coming. Okay, no. So that's too much money. Let's look. Bearish, 408. This came in at the end. 40K. It looks like somebody expects a sell-off going into, you know, May. And they've got the $5 puts. What's it at? Oh, it's at $2. Let's just go down to 2,000. See if we can see something here. 2,000. All right, so this is PHIO, and this is basically flow that came in. So you have a 13K order that came in bullish, actually a couple. So this is a 6 and a 9. So people are buying the 250 call strikes for like this week, and then also for mid-May. Overall, the put to call ratio, it's very small, so it does seem like people are buying a lot of calls. So the call volume is 17K versus like 2K. I would be very careful with these though, because you know they're penny stocks. So definitely not a recommendation, but let's take a look at some of the flow here. So what I will look going into tomorrow, these 414s are very interesting because you can see the open interest was like 213, right? So there was no volume up until today, or should I say Friday? And that's when like 6,000 contracts basically got traded. So actually this is what I'm gonna, you know, mark up, because if a lot of these contracts get held overnight, it's going to show up on the open interest for tomorrow, and there could be a good possibility that this one continues. So that is this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and hard it, and now it's actually going to be on my trades list, so I can actually track it tomorrow. So good call out there. I'm not exactly sure if it continues. I'm going to be looking at that flow tomorrow. And let's see, what else do we have in here before we kind of pivot? So 13K is here. That one was pretty big. The 40K was bearish, which is, I guess towards May, towards the end of May. So that's probably the biggest order on here. But you know, in the short term, it could still be bullish, and then maybe they could be expecting downside towards, you know, next month, because there is that kind of rumor where it says sell in May and go away kind of thing. So obviously I'm going to be very bearish going into May in general, so people could be hedging for this huge pop. Let's see what NASCAR is saying. Another interesting move last week was IMCA. Let's take a look at that one. Yeah, I would watch this one. I'm gonna just add it to my watch list, you know, maybe just keep a track. I did heart that that trade just to kind of peep it tomorrow and just see if it continues. IMAC though, let's see, let's take a look at IMAC. So yeah, so I've covered 2 of the 4 that I want to play so far. The other 2, this one actually got sold off. So this is on the daily. It had a huge pump and then it sold off. I do want to look at its flow just to kind of see how the flow reacts to this one. It looks like there's no open interest on these. Let's do 100. And actually, let's do last 30 days. So there's no, I don't think this one has contracts. Does this one have contracts? This one might not have contracts. Let me see real quick. It might not have contracts. We can actually look that up on unusual wells though. So let's go to in a trade analysis. Yeah, this one doesn't have any contracts. Okay, so there's no way to track that one on here. Another interesting move. Okay, we got that. Some of the biggest movers last week were the healthcare companies. Yes. And actually, I covered this one here on my Twitter. Again, you guys feel free to follow me. But I covered CAH. It was like ridiculous. So look, here. I was basically saying some play ideas for tomorrow, CAH. There's a very bullish... Basically, it was breaking out on the chart, but I saw these huge bullish orders come in. There was a 700,000 order that came in. This is the one that has the heart here. I saw this, I think Thursday. I saw this. I found it on Unusual Wells. So I was like, you know, at open on Monday or on open on Friday, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, pick me up something. I completely forgot to look at it, but obviously it worked out because $7,000 or 700,000 bought calls for this CAD or CAH,
And on Friday, I actually had a huge day. So I kind of called it out here. And then I had another 4% run. So those contracts that I was looking up for, what was it, like $1.50? I mean, like $1.40. The bid ask was like $1.40. I think they ran up to like $3. Let me make sure for you guys though. But yeah, you guys definitely need to check out the Unusual Wealth platform, like I said. And check me out on Instagram. You can check me out on Instagram if you want, but yeah, the main thing is Twitter. And here's the link to Unusual Wealth if you guys want it. But yeah, CAH, they had a huge day, and yeah, I was very confident in this play. Let's look at what was the contract that I talked about? Was it the I'm kind of tooting my own horn right now, but I felt really good about this play, and I'm kind of upset I didn't play it. It was for February, or I'm sorry, May 20th. So plenty of time. These are actually like deep in the money already. These are basically 283. So I feel like they were up more at some point. Let me make sure. I don't know. What you can look at that on your free time. What's going on? NASCAR. Find me a recent biotech D-SPAC for Monday. Oh, other stocks that ran were recent uplistings or D-SPACs. Yeah. DC nuts. They're all wild moves too. I don't really know many. I kind of ever since the SPAC stuff, I kind of just I cut off of those. The only one that I've been. Oh, what happened here? Sheesh. Hope you didn't buy that at the top, brother. It looks like it's trying to fill this gap right here. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, this is bad. This was terrible. It's gonna fill this gap here. Basically at, what is it, like at $8. So it's got a little bit more downside. Down to like, oh, like 786. Yeah, this is gross. Hope you didn't buy this one, man. What is this one? Nux Healthcare. Actually, we can actually look at the short flow for this one. Let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. I got you, brother. What was it, Nux? I wonder if it has any life flow. We're gonna do that too while we're at it. I got you, brother. Let's see what we got for. You said to find you a good biotech company. You know what's crazy? There was this, like, what was it? So I saw, and I saw this huge order come in for CCC like days ago. Like, I saw it. I didn't hard it, but it was on what, the 4th or the 7th. It was a 500K order. I saw this come in. I saw it come in. It was bearish order. I didn't take it on the 7th. I just completely forgot about it. And then look what happened on look what happened on Friday. A 50% drop. Like, insane. Like, I wish I would have taken, you know, if you just follow the flow, like, most of the time you should, you know, make some decent money. But you got to know how to use the tool, basically, also. You can't just blindly follow this because you will lose money. But definitely use this platform as a tool, you know. It's really giving me another level of confidence. So, yeah, this was a biotech company, though, since you brought up the biotechs. So yeah, it was a crazy move. Nux led to sympathy movement to DC. Yeah, let me really quickly look at what was it, nuts? That's funny, ticker. There's also Krispy Kreme. I think it's D nuts. Or is it? I'm not sure. I think it is D nuts. Krispy Kreme. Let's see, nuts. There's nothing in here for that. This one actually might not have any. This one might not have any options yet, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't have any options. Let's go pull up DC. Also, you talked about DC. Yeah, this one doesn't have any options. So I don't really just trade. I don't trade shares anymore. I mean, the only thing I do shares is long term. I only trade options, to be honest. This one recently IPO'd is what you were saying. This is nasty. What's the volume? Yeah, there's no volume in this one. Wasn't there one that you guys were talking about last week? Or I'm not sure if it was you who was talking about some recent IPOs. I may have added them to the watch list. Let me see. Was it this one? Ivity? I don't think it was this. Was it this one? It may. No, I don't think it was that one. No, that one's a different play. Sorry. I don't think we covered it. Let's see. Yeah, CCC was wild. Yeah, there was another one. Tank last week. Well, yeah, see, that's why I got mad, because I saw the flow come in, and you know, so here's the thing, like, let me reset this thing. So this is one of the filters that I just have running during market hours. And so basically, I normally, what I have is, you know, 200K orders, you know, anything under that. But Tesla and Amazon like constantly like flood my flow, so I just kind of omit them. I just do minus Amazon minus Tesla, and then that way I can actually get some nice clean flow. So now I'm only getting 200K orders that are coming in. So see, for example, I got this Facebook 1 million order that came in, but I saw that order come in for CCC. What was it? It was like back here somewhere. It was on the 7th. I saw it come in. Cause this, so yeah, here it is right here. So the thing is, like, when you see so many, like, you know, you see a lot of Nvidia come in, you see a lot of Google come in, you see AMD, GME, Facebook. So when you see this one random like CCCC, and you're like, what is that? And it never really, you know, there's not many orders of that in here. It means that something probably is up. So these are usually the ones that I like to follow, like randoms, you know, ones that come in at one time. Because see, you'll see a lot of Apple, you'll see a lot of Nvidia, but then this one just came in like one time. So that's why I should have followed that one into it. But so NASCAR's saying it was BWV. Okay, pull that up real quick. BWV, Blue Water, is that what it is? This one? Oh, sheesh. I'm curious to see if this one has any BWV. There's no options on this one. Yeah, so I guess these are the D-Specs ones you're talking about. This is insane though. $60 down to 10. That's insane, brother. That's crazy. Oh snap! My thing's gonna get copyrighted because I was playing something I shouldn't have been playing. Dang it. Yeah, my thing's gonna get copyrighted. I'm gonna have to like change some music on it or just mute it. It's all good. It's all good. That's my fault. I'm not even monetized. You know, that's crazy. I'm not even monetized. I don't make money off these videos, but they're gonna still copyright me. Okay. So, we talked about P. Diddy. We're not talking about this P. Diddy. We're talking about this P. Diddy. Sorry if I keep using my joke. I thought it was funny. So, yeah, we got those. We're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, and I'm playing it through P. Diddy. P. Diddy, not P. Diddy. So yeah, my third play that I'm interested in, and I should probably timestamp this for people that are watching it later, is PCG. Now this one, I didn't know that it was like an energy gas thing until after I got my position, which is my fault. I should probably do that before I go into a play, you know, kind of read it. But to kind of help my thesis here, basically, this is on the daily. Let me just see if I can. Every time that it comes to these areas, at least on the 3 occurrences, right here, you know, basically these levels, it always kind of retraces back to like under 12. You have over 1K subs though. Yeah, so the thing with that is I gotta get some hours. So hopefully I'm like halfway there, man. If you guys want to help me out, you can check out one of my playlists. Just go check one of my playlists and just kind of watch this whole playlist, or just kind of leave it running on the computer if you want, if you guys want to help me. But no, I'm still like I'm still halfway. Where's my videos at? My videos. Oh, let me go back. Yeah, good looking out though. NASCAR. Yeah, so I still need like 2,000 hours. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get there. But if you guys want to help me out, you guys can check out, I think I made a playlist. I think it's called this one right here, KMF. You guys just want to go in there and play that one and just leave it running on your computer. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but just play that one. That'll be awesome. Because that one's got like, I'm not sure how many hours. Anyway, I guess I'm going through some of my stuff now. You guys can take a look. But yeah, I don't get that many views on my videos. I'm not that good. I do get There was one video in here that I got so many dislikes. Check this out. It was crazy. Kind of going off on a tangent now. There's like, yeah, this one right here, for some reason, people like disliked my video. NASCAR says he has 50K subs. Dang, bro. You're crazy. I mean, in a good way. You're doing good. I guess you're... How did you get so many followers? I'm gonna go check out your channel real quick. That's my... Yeah, I watch Attack on Titan if anybody watches. These are all my subscribers, my subscriptions. I don't really have many people on here. I don't know how you have so many subscribers, NASCAR. Let me pull you up real quick. I got you, brother. I got you. 53K. Bam. 53.34 now. You're making videos for NASCARs. Nice, bro. I subscribe to you. Let's see. I guess you're not why don't you monetize this stuff? You should. This looks cool. I'll check it out later. Yeah, you've been doing, I mean, you're consistently. Do you not have the hours either, or what's up? You don't have the hours? 900, this is 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. 1 hour videos. Dang. You've been doing this for a while though. 4 months, 6 months, 10 months, 12 months, a year. It might be because, is it because you're using like other people's content so it's not original or something, or copyright or something? That might be it. That might be it. I don't know though, I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, let's see if we can... I'm gonna go ahead and close that P. Diddy joke because it was not funny. And this is my Twitter. I'm not sure if I told you guys, probably did. You guys can follow me there. We can chat. So we were talking about... We're gonna go ahead and... No, we're not gonna close that one yet. Oh, right. We're talking about PCG. So PCG, like I said, so NASCAR says he's got the hours. It's mainly copyrighted. Yeah. See, that's why I'm gonna have to, when I edit my little live stream, I'm gonna just filter out that part that they're gonna hit me for. That way I can claim these hours, because I still need like 2K, man. It sucks. But my stuff is supposedly original, but yeah. I guess I messed up with that one song, man. I'm a little tilted, but it is what it is. You know, you can only keep moving forward. You know, it's that's kind of like the motto and stuff. I forget, NASCAR, are you the one that does the trucks? Are you the one that drives the trucks? I forgot what you say you did for a living. Might be one of the other guys I talk to in here sometimes. But anyway, let's go ahead and cover PCG. Now, this one I've never heard of before until the only reason again. Let's go back to the flow here. So, this is like my big filter one, the big whale 200K order. And scroll to the top. So, like I said, you know, you get all this flow coming in, and you kind of filter through the stuff that you like. But here's the one that came in. It came in towards the end of close. Usually the most important time to watch the flow is like an hour into close, and probably the first hour. So I saw, you know, unusual, you know, the usual stuff, you know, some of the Google and Facebook, Uber and stuff, but I picked up on this one, you know, I never see this one come in. So it's a buy. They bought 2.5 or $12.50 puts for the 29th. So the only reason I took this place because it was super cheap, and actually when I got it, I bought it for 18 cents. So actually I got a good discount. But they bought 200K, over 200K, 7,300 contracts, bearish, and it was a floor order. So just basically somebody like a floor member or whatever making this trade. So I'm expecting, I think this is an energy play. I didn't look into the company, so just because it's an energy play, it could continue to go up. But the flow for this company, it like has no flow. Like the only orders that came in for that was that bearish flow. So you can actually navigate to flow levels. And again, I think I showed you guys this, but there's basically no interest in this one. The only interest that's in here is actually that bearishness for the 29th, and you can actually see that on like a smaller time frame. So here the 429s, the bearish is like all the way up here at 200K, and there's no bullish signs here at all. Similar here, you know, the 12.5s or the bearish ones. And you can even see this in a better picture here. So yeah, so 219k for the 29th. I mean, for like what, 23 cents or $23, you know, this could possibly turn into like $100 call, a good 5xer maybe. So the thing I liked about it is I have plenty of time, so I would have like 19 days, so like a little over 2 weeks. So that was one of the things I liked about it. And then the flow was just like bearish, like I said. We're gonna go click on, we're just gonna see if we can find the flow for this baby. Check out. And one day I will have my revenge. PTG is the order. And actually, let me apply the GG custom filter, baby. But yeah, this is one that I'm excited for. I'm actually already up on it because I got it for 18 cents. And I'll tell you the stats real quick. Let me pull up my Robinhood app. I bought it for 18 cents and it's at 22 cents right now. So technically I'm up 22% already. I just got a few because, you know, got to be careful with my positioning, my sizing. And then also the Pendual ones are nice. I'm actually down on those, but I'm just down. So I picked up the, actually I'll tell you the ones that I got for Pendual. I got the $37 puts for April 29th. I got them at $1.34. They're currently $1.32. They probably will be up. Let me make sure right now because I think futures are down right now. Let's go to investing.com real quick and we'll take a look. And if you guys have any questions or any stocks you guys want me to cover, just put them in the comments and I'll take a look. Oh my goodness. SPY is already down minus 0.42. I can actually share with you guys that. Let's go to investing.com. So the futures are down big right now. Let's go to, I forgot how to do this again actually. I think I go to my watch list. Oh, I'm not signed in. Oh, there it is. It's right there in Dicey Futures. Let's see. Futures, will you help me out with the futures? In Dicey Futures. Here we go. Real-time quotes. S&P down. Oof. Well, that's not it, is it? Yeah, I think this is it right here. The S&P VIX. No, that's not it. S&P 500, it's this one. Minus 0.6. Isn't that crazy? Almost down 1%. So I do have some, I'm actually a little upset because I had puts on Spotify. I made good money on them. And then I ended up closing out at some other ones for Spotify. And they're probably going to be up big tomorrow because it looks like SPY and everything's down huge. NASCAR says doing some research on IPOs STSS, Sosh, and Akon. Akon, like, nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. You know what I'm talking about? Akon. Hopefully they don't copyright me because I sound just like him. They all have warrants though, which doesn't make me too excited to play. Oh yeah, with the warrants, don't they dilute people? So these aren't IPO yet? Let me see. Yeah, these aren't, these bad boys aren't up yet. Sosh and Akon. Convict. You guys know what I'm talking about or no? Have you guys heard of Akon? Or you guys are probably too young for Akon. I grew up with Akon. Yeah, let me just finish this. I need to finish this one real quick. Okay, so yeah, we were talking about the flow for these baddies right here. So yeah, look, these are the 29th, the 12s. Again, there was no open interest for these. Sorry, I'm going everywhere right now. Let me clean myself up a little bit. So PCG, the ones that I told you guys about, PCG. Let's see what happened for PCG. Come on. Yeah, so these are the ones. So for 29, there was no open interest on these at all. And now on Friday, somebody just straight up traded 7,700. So I'm going to be watching these tomorrow, of course. I've already got them hearted, so they're going to be on my watch list tomorrow. But they straight up just bought these 12.5 puts for 29 for the 29th at, you know, an average of this. So I'm up a 200k order. The crazy thing about is this stock doesn't get that much premium on average, right? So like if you go down to like 25,000, you're not going to see many orders for this bad boy. Well, you are actually down here, but All these are actually like from like 2 weeks ago. So what I was thinking for this one, like there was people buying like very bullish calls here. You see how they're buying all these bullish calls? This was for 315, right? If you take a look at the chart, 315 was like right before this run up. Where's it at? Like right here, right? So they've already made tons of profit on those, right? So it looks like these calls are probably going to get closed soon. Again, I could see a little bit upside since it is technically an energy play, you know, and I didn't read that before. But again, I have plenty of time on these till the 29th. And usually this seems to be a nice resistance for it in general. So expecting a breakdown. And then lastly, I think the OBV was the thing I saw on here. It is kind of flagging, so that is bullish for it, you know, so if it breaks out. But again, it seems to like struggle in this, you know, generic area. So it usually has these random spikes and then comes down. See? So random spikes and then comes down. So I'm thinking even if it does a random spike, it might just come down. Anyway, this one's just like a nice resistance out here. So just kind of keep an eye out on this one this week. But again, be careful because it is an energy play again. So transmission, distribution of electricity and natural gas. Honestly, this, even though it's an energy play, it might not actually run. It's just like natural gas to customers. Like, do you think they would go up in price? I mean, they're still going to distribute the same amount of, they're going to have the same amount of customers. So I don't think it's going to really affect this one. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think because it has, you think because it's just an energy play, it's going to go up? I think because, I need to unlike this one song real quick so it doesn't filter, it doesn't mess me up. I don't know, I don't think the energy, I think this is an energy play, but I don't think, I mean, what you think they would go up on their prices or something? I mean, they're going to distribute the same amount of gas. But I think they're just like the middlemen, you know what I mean? I think they're just a middleman. They don't produce actual energy. I think they just distribute it. Yeah, see, distribution of electricity to customers. But specializes in energy. Okay, I don't know, maybe. What do you guys think? I don't know. I got the puts already. You know, I'm gonna watch the flow. Again, there was no action at all for these. And the flow that came in, you know, this was like 2 weeks ago, so this was like flow from a long time ago. And then the only recent flow that I've seen is this one. So I'm going to stick with my gut on this one and kind of see some downside. So PCG is that third play that I was talking about. And the last ones, the ones that I want to cover, probably the most exciting ones, is going to be those earning plays. So you can actually go, let me see, what's the notification gain real quick. Okay, notification gain, baby. Okay, so you can just go to earnings whisper, pick up the earnings. We'll pull these up real quick, these baddies real quick. CarMax, I was looking at it. They have such a huge IV crush that, I don't know, it's just not kind of worth it. But JP Morgan, what was the other one that I wanted to play? Oh, Wells Fargo and Citi, I'm actually bearish. So surprisingly, I'm bullish on JP Morgan, bullish on Wells Fargo, and bearish on Citibank. And then there's a few others that are actually interesting, like Bed Bath & Beyond and Delta. But I haven't done enough research on those, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to play them. So I think that's it. The Morgan Stanley don't really care too much about, and Goldman Sachs don't really care too much about. Is there any ones on here you guys care about? You know, just put them in the comments. We can kind of take a look at them. Obviously, you got the PNC and Ally Banks, but, you know, I feel like those are like, I don't know. You know, these are the big dogs up here, so those are the ones I'm going to play. So let me go ahead and start off with JP Morgan. So I was kind of actually already bullish for this from a while ago. And the reason I like JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, and I'll kind of explain in a little bit. So obviously it does look like in this channel here, it looks like it's in a channel, right? But it also kind of looks like it's in this triangle here, right? So that's, you know, this is you know, maybe one more leg up to about 136 and then break down. So, I mean, but the other thing that you can notice is a potential double bottom. Oops. So here, breaks this resistance and continues on up to about this level here, 155. Obviously, we'll probably have some struggle here around 145. Well, let me take that back. You need to break 140, honestly, ideally first. But yeah, I mean, there's a few different scenarios this can play out. But the reason I'm bullish for it, and I think it would be, you know, this double bottom here, is because we were taking a look at the flow for here. Let me just pull it up. You guys can check out the flow on your own. But you know, for this purposes, we're just gonna, let me go ahead and apply my filter 200k whale, baby. So this is gonna filter out all the lower, you know, the small money. We only need like big money. All right, and then we're gonna type in JP Morgan, refresh this data. And so what I actually did is 200k, right? Any orders date till expiration 64 days. That's like 2 months out. So anything after 2 months we don't really care about. That's like long-term investing, so we don't care about those. And then we also exclude deep in the money, because those aren't gonna, you know, we don't really care about money contracts that are already in the money, and we only want to see out the money contracts. Okay, so those are some quick filters. And then I also excluded the ETFs and stuff. So this is for Friday, close towards the end of the close. This was like an hour before close, hour and a half. You had some big money come in, like 460k. This is almost $1 million order here, right? So these are part of multi-legs, but regardless, it looks very bullish. You know, even like this is the one that I started following JP Morgan on the 4th, which was probably the Monday, I think. Yeah, it was on Monday is when I started following JP Morgan. I was bullish on it. And I was like, you know, people are getting a head start on banks and stuff. But yeah, most of the flow was bullish for it. And these are the ones, the 135s for mid-May. So you can see just the open interest, you know, within like Monday, it was like at 2,000. And then by the end of, you know, by the week, there was, you know, over 6,000 contracts traded. Or, you know, being held. This is like contracts being held, and then the volume is the amount of times it changes hands and stuff. So yeah, it looks bullish for me, in my opinion. And you can actually click on the actual contract and then shift over to this other tab here, and you can actually also come down to the, this is like the big money right here, right? So minimum premium 30k. The way to kind of read this, it does look like it's kind of bearish, right? So there's like some bearishness going into May, but there's also bullishness here. I think, I don't know, I do like the banks though. So there's a lot of like the premium for the bullish line's about 60%. A lot of people are actually buying or, you know, placing these orders on the ask side. So, you know, that's really what's the word to say? It doesn't necessarily mean it's bullish. You know, because they could be placing those bearish orders on the ask side, or they could be placing those bullish orders on the ask side. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of down the middle. So, shoot, now that I'm looking at this, I might be bearish. Honestly, I haven't got a position on this one, and mainly because of this. This actually threw me off right now. So for mid-May, you can see there's like the breakdown. So for mid-May, the red line is, you know, the amount of bearishness versus the bullishness. So, you know, May is going to just be a very active month. So I think a lot of this bullishness is probably these, you know, data points down here towards like next year. So earnings could be bad, which is weird to say, isn't it? Because I was actually bullish on banks. So I haven't done enough research. Still gotta look into this one. But let's go back to the options flow. So put to call ratio is kind of down the middle. See, this is what I like though. No, not this one, but yeah, I like this one. This was nice. And then these were like pretty huge orders that came in that were bullish. So we really just have to use some of this data and then interpret it and use it into our chart, right? And so like, I mean, like I said, there's a few different ways you could see this. Obviously, you could see in this descending, this, well, I think most, ooh, what did I just do? I think the most, like, straight off, you know, what it looks like is that channel for JP Morgan. this channel. But I really like this double bottom right here. Like I really do like that, because you can see like in other cases it comes down, and then it breaks that and it continues to go down. But the difference with this one is, you know, it comes down, you know, it looks like it's going to break through, but it actually held it, and it looks like it's going to go retest this level right there. So that's why I do like it. And then, you know, if you break this, you know, it does look like it's more going to go retest that 142, like this level up here, which is going to be like this level here. So I don't know, I like the banks. We just got to wait to see tomorrow. I guess I'm moving back to the options flow. I'm going to keep an eye out on, I guess, the 135s, these calls right here. I don't have these hearted, but I'm going to go ahead and throw those in those, just to keep an eye out. So at the start of Friday, there's like 6,500 contracts, and then 4,000 were traded. So, you know, they could add these contracts to here, and if it opens at 10,000, then I would be bullish. I think that's going to be my thesis there. Okay, and then I guess same thing here with Wells Fargo. This is going to be the, you know, like an extra play. Basically goes in with, so we talked about PDD, what else did we talk about? Brent Oil. So bullish on oil, any kind of like oil plays, energy, that's bullish. And then bearish on Chinese stocks. So Neo, Pinduoduo, maybe Baba, haven't done research on that one. And then the third one was that PCG, which I don't, you know, I'm feeling bullish on, bearish on it, so I'm gonna hold my thing to it. And then the fourth play were the banks plays. So we just talked about JP Morgan. I'm actually bullish on it. We're gonna just make sure that flow, you know, held over through the weekend and stuff. And then, you know, we just looked at that chart, but this one actually looks the same. You might be able to do a channel with this one too. I didn't think about doing a channel with it, but well, you can't really do a channel too. Yeah, you could, I guess, but yeah, I'm not going to include the channel. I'm just going to include the triangle, because this actually does look like a triangle. So you know, we got the triangle here. Looks like it's going to retest this level again. It might actually fall down one more time, retouch this, and then go out. Or it could just do that double bottom too, you know, and break through this. If it breaks through like 152, then it's going all the way back up here to almost 160 or 60. Yeah, what do you guys think? Anybody in there? Anybody in the chat? Yeah, break through here. We break through. If we break through this, come back down, it's a support, then we can continue. And banks will be bullish. I figured banks would be bullish with the whatchamacallit, with interest rates going back up. I feel like banks would be like, you know, bullish. The only thing is, like, I heard that Biden did freeze the student loan stuff, the forgiveness or something. Like, he extended that, so that's why, like, SoFi got clapped. So I don't know if banks actually get affected by that. Do they? Maybe, you know, but, you know, we got a nice double bottom here. You know, double bottom, breaking out. And we didn't even cover the OBV. I guess we should cover the OBV. Let's see. OBV. Let's look. So OBV looks actually bearish. It doesn't it? Let me make sure. Before I say something, let me make sure. I mean, it's got a nice support there. Yeah, so this is a nice support. So, like, the reason I say it's a nice support is because we kind of supported it for a while. And then it's also, supports are also resistance, right? So we kind of got rejected there once. It looks like we struggled a little bit there to get through. So this is a nice support there, I would say. But this is kind of like 2019 level stuff. So, you know, it might not even be a support right now. Definitely this one's a support. This is more recent history. So it could have some more downside. I don't know. This one's going to be hard. I think my favorite is JP Morgan though. Before we go or cover any more stocks though, the last one that I want to cover is Citibank, Citigroup. And this one's actually, I'm bearish, and surprisingly, I have calls on this one. I picked the wrong bank. So I have calls on this one, but it looks bearish. The one thing I do like on it though is like a double bottom. This is the OBV. It's like a double bottom here. So if it can break back above here, then, you know, we're coming up to these levels here. So I think that's initially what I saw with Citibank, but then I started looking at the flow for Citibank, and I think it looks bearish. So that's why it looked bearish. Let me make sure. There was a... Whoa. So there was a nice order that came in for Citibank. There was a $2 million order that came in for Citibank. 19,000 contracts. It's a $52 call for about a week out. So that'd be next week. Right? So next Friday. So $52 calls. It's currently trading at $50. So they are expecting, I guess, a move to 52. That'd be like $1.22 or $1.12 divided by 58. Oof, hold up. Oof, hold up. 50? Just a 2% move. I don't know if that's enough. I think it'll be, I don't know, I think it'd be a bigger move for earnings. But I think this, I was looking at, yeah, see, this is why I was kind of bearish on it, or I was kind of regretting my calls. Because look, if you look at the bearish premium, it's over 62% versus bullish. So, yeah, so let's see, like there's a $1 million order bearish, a 400K order bearish, another 200 order bearish. It's kind of in the middle. If you see the put to call ratio, it's kind of in the middle. But the premium is bearish. And then when I clicked on it here and I went to the actual level flow down breakdown, I think most of it was bearish. See, like going into this, and this also kind of scared me. It said premium is almost 70% bearish. And this is for like the 30K or more. So that was kind of scary. However, there is like a lot of bearishness towards like January of next year. So I guess you could cut a little bit of that, delayed. But let's see like it's kind of even into like going into the next 2 weeks. There's really, I don't know. This one's kind of hard. The banks will be hard to trade. But it's hard to be bearish on banks because, I mean, the interest rates are going up and they've already been beat down pretty heavily, right? Am I wrong? Banks have been smacked. So let's look at the triple G investor. Let's go Citibank. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions? Would you guys like me to look at any stocks for you guys on the Unusual Wheels platform? Or do you guys just want to check that out on your own time? You guys can definitely do that too. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or you guys want me to look up anything, now's the time. Or if you guys have questions on how to use the platform, let me know. So yeah, I'm still learning how to use this, but I think I saw some of this. So look at these baddies right here. So these are like weekly contracts for the 14th, right? 7,000 open interest. There's really not many people getting out of these. These are the puts. So, it kind of started picking up. So, there was like 4,900. By the end of the week, there was about 7,000 of the puts and nobody's closed them. And in fact, the volume just went down. So there's like not many people. This is the wrong one, but let me see. Where was it? Was it the 50? No, it was these right here. These bad boys right here. Yeah, so in fact, like 7,000 contracts, I guess you could say, are open. And, like the volume is dead. So it's like people are just holding them. It's the way I'm interpreting it. Right? And then you can see all this bearish flow here. Basically, just a lot of people buying puts, right? And that's why I'm like, dang, why did I get my calls? Because if I would have read some of this flow before I got my position, it would have made more sense. I don't know, maybe Citibank is just, and honestly, I did look at the chart and I wasn't bullish on the chart. I try to find a bit like a bullish thesis on it, but it just looks bearish. Like it broke outside this channel, like the other ones we looked at had like a nice double bottom. But this one doesn't have anything like going for it. Like obviously it would have like double bottomed at this level, but it broke through. So now it's, it does have a nice support here. I would say that. So like this, $49 or $50 is psychologically a good support. But now we have to work our way back up to some of these levels, which, it's not going to be easy. 53, definitely going to be something to, work through. And then, 60 psychologically. And actually, not even 60, it's probably like 57, you know? Because if you take a look at the chart, you know, this is where we kind of had trouble. Like it was a nice support there, right? Supports are good, but then they also become hard resistance. So now that's a resistance. So now when we go back up there, you know, I expect maybe something like that. So that's kind of, you know, I'm like, why did I get calls? Because I'm actually a little bearish now. For Citibank, for JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, those charts don't look bad. They don't look terrible. They look good. The only thing I liked for this one was the OBV, which was kind of a double bottom there. But that's about it on the chart. I don't really like this one too much, and so I might end up cutting my calls. And knowing the way that I trade, I probably will cut my calls, and then this will be the one that runs up, and the other ones will be the one that, you know, and the other ones will be the ones that, you know, sell off. But honestly, this one could continue to go down just because there's a nice little gap here. So, you know, we could continue to sell off and fill this gap, and maybe that's why a lot of these puts were being placed. So a lot of people were buying puts for like 2 weeks out. So just an idea there. Let me know, what do you guys think? Am I overdoing it with this one? Maybe overthinking it? And I actually have too many lines on my channel or my stuff. I just hate having so much stuff on here. So I think that's gonna be it. So let's just run down through the list, I guess, really quick. What was the first stuff we talked about? BNO, right? So BNO, this is the first one, right? So BNO, I'm gonna be bullish. Looking at about $33 there, right? Okay, the second one, and you can actually play BNO. You can play UCO. That was thanks to Joe. He kind of reminded us. The problem with that one is the stock is a little more expensive. It's like 160, but basically the same thesis there. You know, consolidation. You know, looking for a breakout up, especially with the economy and everything. You know, maybe 180, 175. So that looks good. And actually, I think he told me about another one, USO is the other one. And, you know, obviously this one looks the same too. Like, basically, I mean, ascending triangle, basically. That one's kind of like a weird outlier there, but, you know, you get the idea. It's right there. And also, this is on the daily, so, you know, these candles aren't as accurate. If you want more accurate stuff, go down to a smaller time frame, like the 1 hour. And you can get a better, you know, you can point, you know, you can chart that stuff up a lot better. But, yeah. So anyway, same thing here. This is USO. This is actually cheaper. And yeah, same thing, consolidation. So it actually bounced off here. So retest that. Hopefully breaks out. Goes into about $83. 80 to 83. So that's an $8 gain on options. It's going to be a good return. What was this other stuff? So we covered oil. That was our first play. P Diddy, bearish. And with this one, you can basically play a few different stocks. You can play, so, you know, looking for a gap fill here for P Diddy. So once we fill that gap, then we could probably start moving back up. You know, right now we're consolidating, so towards the end of the week I expect a breakdown, but it could always break up. But, you know, me being a bear with the market, bearish because of all the Chinese stuff going on. And actually, I haven't looked at NEO, but let's go ahead and pull this one up, see what it's talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and let me modify this real quick. That. So what do you guys see on this chart? I haven't looked into this one, to be honest. Let's see if we can do 1 hour chart. See what we can pull up real quick. Obviously it looks like it's breaking down, and this is actually probably the line to watch right there, which looks like it's already doing. It looks kind of bearish, and it's probably going to break down because I think people were talking about China locking down again. And they actually, yeah, they halted production. Yeah, they halted production again. So yeah, this probably will gap down. Yep, probably. So this probably open back around 1850. I'm thinking 1860. I think it's probably going to be around there tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, anything China related, I would be bearish on. Don't hate me for it. It's just how the economy is right now. And then Baba, that's why I'm just day trading stuff right now. I'm not really like getting long positions. I have a decent portfolio, but yeah, it's hard to be bullish for long-term stuff right now. Because if there's a crash, then that's when you want to build out that portfolio. In my opinion, you can always do the cost to, what's it called, the DCA, dollar cost average. But yeah, I'm not doing that right now. Sorry. What do you guys think? Am I talking to myself right now? This looks like a cup and handle, so maybe a little retest and then dump for real. I'll show you what an inverse cup and handle is. Just type it up real quick. Oh, inverse cup and handle pattern. Here we go. Look at this bad boy here. So it's kind of like a cup and handle but inversed. And what the hell? It's supposed to be bearish. Yeah, here we go. So, retest and then breakdown. I mean, it can always do this thing though. Yeah, so it comes down, goes retouch, and then it breaks down, and then it goes back up. Okay. Something like this. What do you guys think? Does that look like a cup and handle? Is forming something like that, no? I don't know. It's still kind of early. But you noticed how it filled this gap right here? It already filled it. And what's down here, guys? Another gap. So I would expect to refill this gap here. That's what I'm thinking. It always seems to fill these gaps. Like, see, this is a good example here, but also here. It came down, it made that gap. It should have filled this gap, but it didn't fill it. But it went up and filled this gap here. Then it had this gap here, and it came down and filled it here. So maybe it comes down and fills this one. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud right here, guys. You guys, let me know if I'm messing up. Yep. This is on the 15-minute though, so let's go to the daily. See what's going on over here. Oh, you guys remember we made a video on this? You remember how I said we had a channel here? We were kind of consolidating. And I said if we could break through, it would be bullish. Well, guess what? We broke down. So I'm thinking we do fill this gap now. There is a nice support here at like 100, which is psychologically going to be a support. And honestly, at 103, I would not be surprised if we touch it this week. So we could like hold 100 and bounce off of it. But just kind of think of these gaps as like magnets. So as you get closer to them, that force is going to be stronger to want to fill it. So yeah. So I think the closer we get to the gap, then the most likelihood that it's going to get filled. But yeah, we talked about the consolidation here, and if we didn't break through, then we'd break down. So that kind of actually worked out, which I'm actually happy about. I traded this and then I got out. Wait, what was it? I think I traded it here. I traded it because it was like somewhere around here. It wasn't much. It was like on that one day. So, but yeah, I guess the thing right now is to day trade. It's not for me at least. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say we come down to 82, guys, unfortunately. For especially now taking a look at the OBV, take a look at this. Obviously we were in an uptrend, which is I've kind of had it lined up right there. We had those higher highs, but we actually broke this trend down, and we actually broke this support as well. So I would say we minimally at least come down to these levels, which from up here we still got some ways down to go. So yep, I'm bearish on Baba, unfortunately, and just anything China related, honestly. So those were the two plays. The other plays was PCG. I'm kind of starting to regret this one a little bit, but just because it is an energy play, I guess. But it is towards the new. It is towards the towards the its highs. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with my play, and we got plenty of time. So I think this one should get rejected at this level up here. which was right there, retrace maybe down to about 1220, and then maybe I'll cut my stuff out, but I still should make some profit. I think that's about right. Yeah, because every time we've come to these levels, like I was talking about, we kind of get rejected. So yeah, so even like right here, so like through like 4 out of the 5 times it got rejected at those levels. And this, mind you, this is like a long time ago, like this is 2020 stuff, but regardless, you know, I'm seeing a rejection there coming down, you know, to 10 and a half, $10. I would love to see that with those contracts that I got, but you know, we'll just kind of have to wait and see. You know, I think at the very least it comes down to like 1140. I think that's what's gonna happen. The only thing is, like I said, be careful because it is an energy natural gas, but again, I saw the flow come in for that one. And then the last ones that we talked about were JP Morgan. Probably just talk about this one. Yeah, JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. So if you guys have questions, just put them in the comments. I'm about to wrap up the video soon, so yeah, because I have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So I don't want to work tomorrow. I wish I could just chart stuff all day because this is pretty fun. But like I said, we have this descending triangle, which is kind of bearish within this channel also. So we could break down and come fill the channel. I continue the channel. I probably messed that up, but yeah, I messed that up. Yeah, basically the first thing to note is a channel, right? So a channel like that. But the other thing I was talking about is this triangle, right? So double bottom there. Well, that's the other case, but basically there, breakout, come back up to these 2 levels. So 140 and then 155, depending how we handle this 140 level. So that's what I was seeing. And then on the options flow stuff, like I was talking about, we were seeing bullishness, right? So yeah, so definitely check out Unusual Whales and use the link below if you guys want to save to sign up. You guys can get a nice discount with that, and you guys will help me out too. But yeah. And yeah, definitely, dude, I'm telling you, Unusual Whales is changing the game right now. Not just because I'm partnered up with them, but I used their product before, you know, and before I signed up. Well, I wasn't, yeah, basically. So, but I was only on the free plan. So, but you know, it's just a whole level difference when you actually pay for the stuff. Like when you upgrade to the actual data flow, and sheesh, the amount of tools you can use in here. I'm just telling you. Don't take it for granted. And I'll actually, like, I would sign up now before the prices go up, because you basically locked in for the price you sign up for. So that's like the thing I really like too. Like, I wish I would have like done this stuff a long time ago, because the prices back then were, you know, I think they had like a lifetime warranty, or not warranty, but like a subscription. Yep. So guys, I think that's it. What do you guys think? We kind of ran through that pretty fast, so I do apologize. Do you guys have any questions? Which ones are you want, or which stocks are you guys watching? I think I feel like I talked enough. I want to know what you guys are watching next week or this week. You know, these are actually pretty interesting. There's some of these meme stocks, the Beth Bath and Beyond and the Hill Biz. Those are meme stocks. I haven't looked into them, but they could be interesting this week. This is like the GME stuff, you know? And then Super Group is like a betting one that I think got slept on. Definitely check this one out. This one's actually not bad. I think it's like DraftKings of Europe, or it's like Betway or something. Yeah, check them out. I'm not invested in them, but they were a spec. So yeah, I had a lot of fun going through some of this stuff for you guys. Like I said, I like charting stuff up for anybody, and follow me on Twitter if you want. I don't have any followers yet, but you know, yeah, still kind of humble at this point. And you guys can actually go vote. I just did a nice little tweet. If you guys want to show me which one's your favorite EV charging company, then you guys can go vote there. And like I said, I kind of post some stuff in here too. And then there's a few memes in here and there, you know. But yeah, pretty cool. Follow me on Twitter. That's basically where I'm active the most now. And I do have a Discord actually. If you guys want to join the Discord. Oh, hold up. No, did I just mess that up? I think I just messed that up. Did I just mess up my computer? Okay, look guys, this is my Twitter if you guys want. And I go by Gengar now on here. But yeah, check out the Discord link if you want to. If you want to do that. No pressure, it's free if you guys want to do that. That's, yeah. Most of the stuff on there, yeah. Yeah, we just talk about stocks, baby. And yeah, I'm just kind of filling up the empty space now because I think I'm about done with my stream. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them because I am going to get off soon. And we kind of talked about all the plays. So I'll try, if I remember, I'll try to do timestamps on this, but I really don't, because I know people will come in later and watch this video. But hopefully I keep this short so people can watch most of it. So yeah. Like I said, thanks to Unusual Wells for being a partner and being generous enough to give me a discount for my viewers. I do appreciate that. And I guess that's gonna wrap up the video. I just want to shout out NASCAR and Joe. They were the ones in here, keeping the chat lit. So I appreciate you guys as always. And if you guys don't have any other questions, I guess I'm gonna end the stream here because I have a long day of work tomorrow. I gotta go to work tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's it. Definitely check out, all the links in the description. Take a second and hit that, that like button for me. I do appreciate that. I'm trying to get to 4,000 watch hours, so long way to go, guys. But just gotta keep at it. Keep moving forward. That's the saying here at the Triple G headquarters, baby. No. Yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys found some value from some of these charts. Again, these are just my opinions and stuff, and then you can't just blindly go by the flow. You got to use other tools with it, but this is actually a big part of my strategy now, so I highly suggest you guys check them out. And I think that's it. So again, thanks NASCAR, and thanks Joe. I want to shout out Unusual Wells for, not sponsoring the video because I don't get paid yet, or I don't get paid for it, but yeah, for just letting me use the platform and being a partner of my channel now. So yeah, I hope you guys check them out as well. And I don't want to say bye, guys. I don't know how to end this stream. I guess we're gonna end with a good song real quick. Let me see, which one was that song that I liked? Do you guys want to like a banger, or do you guys want something sad? Let's do the real folk blues, because that's the one I usually do for my videos. So I guess, yeah, this is that sob, sad one, kind of. All right, guys, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Or leave a comment below, join the Discord. Just if you guys want to chat, you can post them in the comments in the video later when you watch it. Or you guys can join the Discord for free if you want, and ask questions there. Whatever you guys feel like doing, it's your world, I'm just living in it. So yes sir, I think that's about it, guys. Dang, I don't want to say bye, even though nobody's watching my videos. I feel like I'm connected to somebody out there. Anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I probably should go to bed because it's already way past my bedtime. I gotta get my beauty sleep, you know what I mean? So anyway, who is this? Governor Grant. Oh, let's just look at the futures real quick. See, I'm making excuses now. You see me? I'm making excuses. I don't want to go. 60.6. I don't want to make excuses for you. You see me? 0.6%. Dang, guys. It's going to be a bloodbath out there tomorrow. Tech is down. This is, oof. I just got those Fastly calls. Let's talk about Fastly, actually. Do you guys want to talk about Fastly? I got calls because I FOMO'd. I made a video. Go check that video out. Hit the like button. Let me know you guys went and watched it. So I was bullish on this because of this gap fill up here. I feel like we're going to fill that gap. Support. Felt like another bounce was coming. That's what I was feeling on Fastly. But now that the futures are bloody, I'm a little scared. I might have to cut my calls. Unfortunately, take a big L with that one. Honestly, I don't make perfect plays, guys, and I hope you guys know that. Another reason I was bullish, resistance here, flagging and finally broke out. Broke out, retested it, reclaimed it, continued going up. I was expecting a run up here, But again, futures are looking gross. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. If you guys, you know, if you guys don't hear from me, I probably didn't make it. But let's get this gap fill, baby. Let's get it. Let's get some rumors. You know, spread some FUD. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm just trolling at this point. You guys, that's it, guys. I think that's it. I think that's oof. I guess I don't have anything else to say to y'all. I think my thing is trying to give me viruses. I think that's it, boys. I think that's all I have for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Take a second to hit the subscribe button, smash that like button. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, enjoyed the charts and everything. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate NASCAR and Joe for stopping by, you know, keeping that chat lit. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out the links in the description.